IPOB burnt OBA of Lagos Palace, BRT buses, and others during EndSARS protests. Malami. Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning to listen. The AG have said IPOB members were the hoodlums that destroyed public infrastructures during last year's EndSARS protests. Now the news in detail. The Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, Abubakar Malami, says the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, are behind the burning of the OBA of Lagos Palace, BRT buses, and other public infrastructure during last year's EndSARS protests in the state. In a briefing on Friday, Mr. Malami said the leader of IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, through subversive and inciting online broadcasts, actively commanded and directed attacks on security personnel and facilities. Now, I don't know. I don't know what is going on. Baseless accusation. Very baseless. No proof about these things now. This is like, it is very laughable. And it becomes more laughable that the person who is bringing out these things is even learned. No, he is a senior advocate of Nigeria. And not just that, he is the Attorney General of the Federation. Like, wow. Really? Nigeria can do better. Come on, this is not right. Oh my goodness. I don't know why. This is so funny, and yet it is not. It is annoyingly funny. Why? Why come out and make baseless? What proof do you have to this? No proof. What proof do you have? So all of a sudden, the indigenous people of Biafra are scattered around the Federation now, and they are only the ones that held the protests, the EndSARS protests. And after that, what happened? Oh my goodness, this is an insult to Nigerians' intelligence. That is just it. It is an insult to Nigerians' intelligence. For you to come out and say this, oh, we can do better than this. Come on. As a result of this broadcast, members of IPOB attacked, killed security personnel, and burnt down police stations, correctional centers, INEC offices, bus terminals, the Palace of OBA of Lagos, banks, hospitals, shopping malls, and vehicles, amongst others. Mr. Malami's statement comes 1 year after you staged a nationwide protest that lasted for over 2 weeks, demanding an end to police brutality and scrapping of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS, notorious for extrajudicial killings and extortions. Violence erupted after Nigerian soldiers opened live rounds on protesters at the Lekki toll gate in Lagos, creating a chaotic atmosphere for hoodlums who burnt down BRT buses and other public infrastructures while looting properties as they went. Now, I so much love that. I so much love the fact that Nigerians are not, they are not foolish people. Nigerians and the citizens of Nigerians, they are not foolish. This is an insult to the intelligence of the general public. How can you come out and say IPOB members? How can you come out and say IPOB members really did this? When it was clear that in that protest, there was the 6 geopolitical zones in the country were present. Everybody was feeling the same. Oh my goodness. Everything that is agitators now, this recent one are coming, both the Yoruba nation and the Biafra nation, I tell you, they are in support, as in the general public are aware of what is going on. It is not news. On that particular protest, a lot people from east, west, north, south, north central, north west, southwest, southeast, south, name it. They came together for that protest to hold. You cannot come and say that they are just the indigenous. Wow. Then I must applaud the people of Biafra if that is the case. If you're saying that they are the ones that pull such crowds, and I'm saying, I must applaud them. Now the issue is, what is the root cause of all these problems? The government has refused to understand. We are no longer in the military regime. Maybe by chance they think this is a military regime. We are no longer in the military regime. We are in what we call a democratic state. We practice democracy. So they say, even though it is very, very difficult, it is far from the truth. They are hiding under this umbrella of democracy to do a lot of wrong to the masses. And you come out and say that IPOB members were the ones. Are you serious? The protests that held in almost all the states in the Federation, a very good number of the states in Nigeria, over there, these protests were held. Name it, in the West, in the East, name it. Because this particular issue now, even the issues stated there are not only the issue that made these people to stand out. Even though, yes, this particular one was eating into a flesh, there are other issues. Part of it, they just use this one to come out. If you look at the placards of those protesters that we are displaying, you will see that it boils down to bad governance. You turning your back on the people and doing what only suits you. It is only policies that suits them that they make. They do not carry the people along. They do not communicate. They choose to remain incommunicado with the people. The people try to get their attention. All they do is they turn around and they use violence. As if these people are animals. We are not animals. You do not come out and make such a baseless statement. The people of Nigeria are very, very intelligent people. This thing happened and it is crystal clear that each geopolitical zone in the country participated in this protest. All around the country, it was done. So how will you come and say, oh my God, I am so sorry. This is so laughable. Oh my goodness. It is not funny, but I'm telling you, it is funny to think that the whole AGF of the country will come out and put this out actually in the public. I mean, this is laughable, but it is tragic. It is tragic. You don't come out and make such baseless statements without evidence, I keep saying. You should know better. I mean, I keep saying it, they have so many lawyers within that surrounds the federal government. The judiciary is there. If they don't know how things are done legally, the judiciary are there to advise them. So you don't bring out things and without facts, without evidences, and you make, no matter what you say, they are just baseless assumption until there is a fact behind this. And if this fact is not real, I tell you, it is not real. You cannot come outside and say somebody is a witch. How do you know that that person is a witch? You cannot come back and say so. How do you know this person now is a witch? And then you are trying to do how do you know? Has he or she bewitched you before? But how do you know? You cannot come out and say, okay, this person now is a thief. Okay, fine, this person is a thief. Legally, what they ask, what has he stolen? What has he stolen? Do you have any evidence? That is what will be asked in the court of law. Or that is what even any normal thinking person will ask you. Once you come out and say, oh, this person did so crime, do you have evidence? Do you? And it is alarming that these things are actually done by those that are supposed to be protecting the best interests of the people of Nigeria. It is sad.